Did you know that today Manchester United won a match? Did you also know that today Enzo Maresca got it right? Did you know that Arsenal are on top of the league? My name is Jesse Gray, and I'm back again with my thoughts on the games. So, do you know Semenyo? I'm asking you, do you know Antoine Semenyo? Listen to the name, Semenyo. Semenyo. He's a fine player. Ghana has a talent. He has a talent. Look, in the next 2 transfer windows, he'll be one of the most sought after players. I'm telling you, Semenyo good though. He finished Fulham, finished them completely. So Premier League has given us another Saturday of action football. The entertainment in the Premier League, you cannot get it anywhere. Forget it. You cannot get it anywhere. Not in La Liga, not in Bundesliga, not in Portuguese league, not in Ghanaian league, Look, you are not getting anywhere. The Premier League gives you full action. Full action. Manchester United won a game. Manchester won a game. Praise the Lord. Finally, Ruben Amorim is staying. He's staying to save some of us. Ruben Amorim won a game. So he's staying. And me, I am happy. Manchester won the game today by 2-0. Goals from Mason Mount and Benjamin Sesko. I think today was a good day for Ruben Amorim. The setup seemed to have worked for him. Putting Mason Mount in the team seemed to have shored up a little, giving them an extra edge in midfield. I actually think Ruben Amorim did okay today with his setup, because putting Mason Mount in the position he played today actually assisted Casemiro and the Ruben Fernandes with respect to energy in the midfield. You normally need a lot of runners in midfield who can move around, move the ball, and not only moving the ball but also chase the ball. But the Manchester United midfield he has been playing has always been what has been missing in his midfield has been energy. Because when you have Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes, you don't have a lot of players willing to run and follow the ball. You only have players who are willing to receive the ball and distribute the ball. And when it comes to the distribution aspect too, they are not the best of distributors. So it is normally ideal that you put in a lot of energy. If they are not distributing well and they can't follow the ball, then you need to put in players that can help win the ball back, to recycle the ball. And that is what Mason Mount brings into the team. Mason Mount has the energy to be able to double up positions. He can play in front, and then when he loses the ball, fill in a gap for Manchester United. So Mason Mount is always key. I always say that even back at Chelsea, he was very key in the way Chelsea play teams. Because when you have players like Mason Mount, he's able to protect other positions, especially without the ball. And with the ball too, he brings a lot of energy in transition. So I think Mason Mount was key to the way Ruben Amorim played today. Then my very own Arsenal, the team I dislike so much, won again. And they look so good. But they will never win it. They can never win it. The league is not for Arsenal. They can do well, but they cannot win it. Arsenal won today at home to West Ham. Goals from Declan Rice against his old club, and then Xhaka scoring his 100th goal for Arsenal. Xhaka is one player I think I've underrated. He's very talented. He's very powerful. When I saw the numbers, I was like, what? 100 goals already? Xhaka? No. I think Arsenal as a whole has a very strong team. I think they have the most balanced team in the Premier League. Every position is well balanced. They have the right depth to actually pursue trophies this season. Whether they can actually do it or not is another thing. It's another conversation, because I always say that winning the trophy is not only squad, it's also mentality. Does Arsenal have the mentality to be able to go that far and win the trophy? That's a question for the gods. But overall, Arsenal put in a good performance. They have a very good team. They look good. So I can only hope for the worst for Arsenal. Now, my beloved Chelsea, for the first time, Enzo Maresca seemed to have listened to me when I said that do not play Reece James as an inverted right back or whatever they call it. Let him play his right back. Look for another player to shore up the midfield with Caicedo. Don't use Reece James. Reece James at right back is an added weapon to any team. So don't use him in midfield. But today he did it. He decided to change the system, move Reece James right back, and then bring Gusto to support Caicedo. I thought it would have been ideal for him to bring Lavia to support Caicedo. However, Gusto had already shown that he can be able to play the inverted role. So if he can't be able to play the inverted role where he comes into the midfield and move out wide, then he should be able to join Caicedo in midfield to assist him with actually holding Liverpool. But then, if you look at the game carefully, you'll see that in the middle, we're not able to actually recycle the ball properly because of the same Gusto. Because when he got the ball, he was just direct, looking for spaces to run into. But it wasn't more about keeping the ball. If you look at the second half critically, when Lavia came in, all of a sudden Chelsea began to tick. We're actually able to move the ball here and there. Okay, that's what a midfielder gives to you. Whichever way you see it, Gusto can never be a midfielder. So he may never give you the value that a midfielder gives to you, like Lavia gave to us when he came onto the pitch. Generally, a very decent performance. I don't think both coaches will be really excited about the performance, but for Chelsea, it is a very big step right now, because if you look at the injuries Chelsea has had, coupled with the red cards we've recently had and the losses that we had before, this is a very big step for Chelsea. Even though Liverpool, like I've always said, hasn't been great this season, their performances hasn't been good. All the wins they had were just grinding out wins. It wasn't backed by performance. If you look at the Liverpool that we knew then, this Chelsea team performance wouldn't have been good enough to actually win the game. Even with this performance, Liverpool, I think, did have some half chances that they could have taken. But not to take anything away from Chelsea or Maresca, Chelsea did a great game, even though injuries, the kind of injuries that even took place in the game was supposed to affect Chelsea in some way. But Maresca was able to bring in players that changed the direction of the game. The introduction of the darling boy Estival, the player that Manchester United, Barcelona, Real Madrid, everybody wish they had that they don't have. I've said it. If you don't agree, go and bend the sea. Estival came in and then added some extra spice to the right flanks, whereas Gittins, for the first time, I think, has given us a glimpse of what he can also offer to the team on the left. So these two guys, not to forget Gui, who consistently ran at players, pressed them, the Liverpool players, which always consistently kept Liverpool's defenders in their own half. He wasn't allowing them to push forward. And that's the point I always say with Maresca. When we have a red card, leave somebody that is going to keep the defenders occupied. Do not bring in defenders that is defenders in. When you bring in defenders in, you are going to allow the opposition's defenders to come at us. But today, even though we're not a man down, we saw the essence of Gui. Isn't Gui? I never get it right. Anyway, so we saw the essence of having players that can press defenders in their own half. That is going to allow your own team to also push forward. And today was a clear testament. I'm really excited about today's performance. I think it's a step in the right direction. And in the next couple of games, we should see better improvements. This, mind you, we have a lot of injuries, and our best player is also not on the pitch. So to be able to put in this kind of performance when we have a lot of injured players, coupled with us missing our best player, it's a very good result. So my Blues did great today. We're good. We're the best. You understand? We beat Liverpool. We don't care, Jack. Anybody who wants to come can come now. We have Estival. We are going to finish you. If you don't understand, that's your problem. So Arsenal replaces Liverpool at the top of the table. Chelsea moves up until Manchester City plays, at least. I hope that before I go on, you see that follow button at the top? Yes. Yes. If you have not followed, if you have not clicked it, tap it. Look at me. Tap it. That's follow thing there. Yes, tap it. Nothing will happen to you. Okay? Nothing will happen to you. Just tap it and look at something. Okay? Then you see the like button. Like that one too. Then the comment. Comment that one too. Tell me anything you want to tell me. I promise you I'll respond. Okay? So, Arsenal is now on top of the table. Liverpool is second. Chelsea move up only for a day, at least until Manchester City plays. My name is Jesse Cray. This is Crayman's Kickoff. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.